Hi, this is section 1.4. We have several things going on here: exponents, order of operations, variable expressions, and equations. So we're going to start out with just some simple things. When you're looking at something with an exponent, the bigger number is called the base. Right here, we're looking at that, right? That's the base. And then we see that the little number that's a superscript, right? That's the exponent. So when we look at this first one, 2 to the 5th power means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 5 of them, and that happens to equal 32. You can use a calculator to evaluate these. That's perfectly fine, but I would like you to understand what this means when we see an exponent. The next one is 1.5 to the 2nd power. 1.5 times 1.5. And so in my head, I think 15 times 15 is 225. This happens to be 2.25. Now, the next one's also to the second power, right? We can say 6/11 squared, 6/11 to the 2nd power, 6/11 to the 2nd. It has to be in parentheses so that we know. I'm putting some equal signs back here. To take 6 over 11 times 6 over 11, and that is 36 over 121. So that's using exponents and evaluating. On this next one, okay, this is order of operations, and we have to do this in a certain order so that we all get the same answer. So I'm going to do a couple of these, and then I'll stop the video and make some more videos with order of operations. We start out with clearing all parentheses. Fraction bars are also grouping symbols. So if we have any of those, we take care of them first. And then exponents, right? Exponential expressions. We perform multiplication and division in order from left to right, addition and subtraction in order from left to right. And so subtraction might come before addition. Division could come before multiplication. So in this first example, we are going to multiply. We have two things to multiply, and then there's also subtraction, but we multiply before we subtract. So we're going to take 12 times 5, which is 60, and subtract 3 times 6, and that's 18. So now it's just subtraction, right? 60 minus 18, it will be 42. Now, when you're working order of operations, if people are doing these in different orders, you can get all kinds of answers from one problem. The reason for the order of operations is so we all get the same answer. Okay, so now we're going to work with fractions. And we have multiplication and addition. So multiplication comes before addition. So we're going to multiply 3/4 times 1/2, which would be 3/8. And then we're going to add 2/3. Well, we need a common denominator here, and it happens to be 24 because 3 and 8 have nothing in common. And so we're going to use a denominator of 24. So we learned fractions in 1.3. Now we have to use them more. We're going to multiply 2/3 by 8 over 8, and we're going to multiply 3/8 by 3 over 3. So we have 9 as my numerator on the first fraction, 16 on the second fraction. When we add those together, that's 25 over 24. And we're done. Okay, so we'll do one more before I stop this video. Now, we do have some grouping symbols this time. We're going to keep this 3 and work in the brackets. We work on the innermost grouping symbols first. So we keep the 4 and the 3. 6 minus 4 is 2. So we simplified the fraction, or the parentheses, not the fraction. And then in the brackets now, we keep this 3 on the outside. We're not going to do anything with it yet. We have addition and multiplication, so we multiply before we add. Notice I'm working my way down step by step by step. So then we have 4 plus 6 is 10. I can drop the brackets and just put in parentheses anytime I want to, because we use different grouping symbols when we have more than one grouping symbol in an example or in a problem. Our answer is 30. Be sure and try these. Pause and give yourself a chance to work them out and see what happens. All right, I'm going to pick up with another video on the next example.